If you are watching this video, you're probably also a startup founder facing the same dilemmas as I did. Should you dive head in and build up a fully working product first? Or should you focus your efforts into marketing before anything else? One thing is for sure though, every minute that you spend debating this is a minute someone else is getting ahead of the competition. If you sink all your efforts into building out everything, you risk wasting your time, effort and money creating a product that nobody wants. On the other hand, if you start with marketing first, you are making promises to people about a product that does not yet exist. So let's step through this problem logically and navigate your circumstances. By the end of this video, you will have a clear answer. Should you focus on building your startup first? Or should you spend your time validating your ideas in the market? Personally, I find that there are only a handful of scenarios where focusing on building makes more sense. If your research tells you that your product is absolutely unique, then being first to market will earn you some incredible branding reputation as the go-to solution. From then on, you can focus your efforts on growing your user base. Or if you see a gap in your niche that you could quickly fill, then you already know that there is demand for such a solution. In that case, ship an MVP out as soon as possible to test that your solution can fill that gap. Being able to create that feedback loop as soon as possible is incredibly valuable, as your users will be your guardrails to making your product sustainable and successful. However, in most cases, you are probably better off validating your product idea first. It doesn't matter how incredible you think your startup is going to be. If no one else sees it the same way, then it is destined to flop. Every startup will require real users for it to be profitable in any way, and you will require that feedback loop by your users to iterate the product into something successful. So here are some ways you can go about validating your ideas. Kickstarter is one such good place to gauge demand for your ideas. It is a very well-established platform used by numerous startups in their early days. Alternatively, you could whip up a quick landing page, slap on some concept graphics created on Figma. These days, creating a landing page is a really cheap and quick process. It is a great way to gauge your target audience interest by getting them to sign up to a wait list. Personally, I like to code out my landing pages by hand, even if it takes a little bit more time. It's not the smart decision, but it's just what I like to do. To save yourself some time, you could use tools like Framer and Webflow. These are some great tools to get started with no code. Just drag and drop elements and you're good to go. With your landing page done, the only thing left to do is to get it in front of as many people as possible without breaking the bank. Leverage social media platforms and online communities if you already have one. So regardless of whichever path you choose to go down first, it's eventually going to converge. As a solo developer, you'll be juggling between building and marketing, and this can become very taxing very quickly. This is especially true if you're just like me, needing to learn how to use social media and its related tools from scratch. All of this additional toil adds up. My tip would be to create a well-defined schedule, blocking out specific days to perform very specific tasks. Generally, I only have about 2 to 3 hours a day at most if I sacrifice some of my sleep, as I chose to prioritize my time with my wife and kids first. So this makes it all the more important for me to laser focus on what I need to get done in this short window that I have. Aggressively prioritize what you need to do to ensure that your time is spent working on things that will bring out the most impact for your users. So if you found this video helpful and you would like to have more tips from a solo entrepreneur, do like and subscribe to this channel. And I'll see you again in the next video.